there are far more companies that use technology than there are technology companies. They may tell you that they're a tech company, but they're really not. They've just figured out how to enhance their business proposition or business, but yeah, by using technology. And so right now the application of technology is, I mean, it's so inexpensive today as compared to
Oh
20 years
man,
ago that,
it's
but
going to be
think how
wild
long.
in the future too.
Yeah, that's right. And so what's happening is it's lowering the barriers of entry to new entrepreneurs that don't have a lot of capital because they don't need it to get going.
Yeah.
And for me, that's the fun, is it's the great well, maybe it's not the great equalizer, but it is an equalizer. And and so look, I get that not every business will succeed, but there's so many more people that now have a chance to have a go at something that didn't 10 years or 20 years ago, because the cost of of acquiring and then operating enterprise-wide software was tens of millions of dollars, and now you can be up and running in thousands of dollars with a web-based tech stack. And so to me, that spawns a huge amount of innovation at all sorts of different levels, and it's fun to be right in the middle of it.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. Yeah, and I think a lot of people, if I think what you're talking about is key. As a B2B consultancy, we just see more and more of low code, no code versions of
Yeah.
softwares or products coming out. And like you said, my son's 7, and he's doing Code Galaxy, which is basically this, like, how to do some basic drag and drop, if this then that count types of formulas at this age. And like you said, that's just going to become easier and easier, to where it's just code becomes drag and drop. And I think for a lot of people, and anyone listening right now, I would highly encourage you. You don't need to become an expert in this, and not everyone needs to rush out. And I'm not trying to teach my kid how to necessarily code right now. But what I do think is that everyone needs to understand what's possible. And with technology that exists today, and as a sales consultancy, we work with hundreds of CEOs and sales leaders that they just don't understand what's possible. And so what happens is, when you don't know the art of possible, you continue to build teams and companies the way that you built them 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, which is humans doing things, whether it's humans doing parts of sales or humans doing behind the scene things. When the reality today is that there is so much ability to have people doing very thoughtful things, but man, there's so much that people are doing manually behind the scenes still. It's like, it's pretty wild. So, for me in particular, that's what I hope people take away from part of this last part as well too, is just, you have to understand the art of possible.